Credit is the lifeblood of the modern economy. When trust evaporates, the gears of the global market stop turning. We are witnessing a systemic heart attack where credit simply ceases to flow. This is the reality of a financial crisis, a sudden and violent shock that forces a radical redefinition of macroeconomic equilibrium.
A credit crunch is a sudden restriction of available loans. Think of it like a gas station that stops selling fuel, even if you offer double the price. In this scenario, banks become terrified of risk and begin hoarding cash. This leaves even healthy businesses with no way to fund their daily operations or future investments, regardless of how much they are willing to pay in interest. In the ISLM framework, the IS curve represents the set of all points where the goods market is in equilibrium. A financial crisis acts as a massive negative shock to autonomous investment. The entire curve shifts violently to the left. For any given interest rate, the level of aggregate output falls sharply because the credit channels needed to fuel investment are effectively blocked. This is a critical special case. Usually, if you want a loan, you just pay a higher interest rate. But during a crisis, we see credit rationing. Even if a solvent factory is willing to pay high interest, the bank simply says no. The price mechanism of the interest rate is broken, creating a vacuum that standard models must account for through this autonomous shift in demand. The result is a devastating contraction. As output falls, unemployment rises. This drop in income leads to a further reduction in spending, an effect amplified by the multiplier. For example, during the 2008 crash, this cycle created massive disinflationary risks. While persistent deflation was largely avoided through intervention, the slowing of price increases signaled a dangerously weak economy.
To restart the economy, we must move beyond simple interest rate cuts. In a deep crisis, we often hit the zero lower bound, creating a liquidity trap where shifting the LM curve has no effect on rates. In this trap, expansionary fiscal policy is the primary engine to shift the IS curve back to the right through direct government spending. Simultaneously, we must address the root cause by recapitalizing banks. By restoring solvency and repairing the credit channel, we ensure that the financial system can once again support private investment and long-term growth.